Wonderful good day, ladies and gentlemen, to the silver update on commodity.de. Silver a critical metal? Of course it is. Without silver, nothing works in the wonderful world of renewable energy, nuclear power, e-mobility and solar energy. 19 CEOs of leading silver producers and developers have submitted a statement to the Canadian government to finally classify silver as a critical metal. We are in year 6 of a deficit market, and a shortfall of 140 to 180 million ounces of silver is expected again this year. At some point this will come to fruition, and then people will rub their eyes in amazement as how this could have happened. Silver meets the 3 criteria for a critical metal. First, it is essential to Canada's economic or national security. Second, it is important to the transformation to a sustainable, low-carbon and digital economy. And third, it helps Canada serve as a sustainable and strategic source of critical minerals for its international allies. In addition, critical minerals must meet both of the following criteria. The supply of the mineral is at risk, and there is a reasonable likelihood that the mineral will be mined in Canada. While the authors believe that an effective argument can be made that silver meets the first 3 criteria, the most powerful argument for silver as a critical mineral falls within the scope of Criterion 2 and its requirement as a contributor to the clean energy transition. Global organizations in particular have recognized that silver is an essential component of low-carbon technologies. The World Bank has identified silver as an essential component of photovoltaic, concentrated solar power and nuclear energy systems. The OECD has stated that silver is essential for fuel cells and photovoltaic cells. The IEA states that silver is essential for the most commonly used type of photovoltaic cells. IRENA has identified silver as a critical mineral for the low-carbon energy transition. All of the above organizations are listed as key multilateral organizations in Canada's critical minerals strategy. The demand for silver in technology has led to increasing industrial demand in recent years. In 2023, global silver demand is estimated at 1.167 billion ounces, of which 576 million ounces, almost 50%, will be for industrial use. The fastest growing industrial use of silver is photovoltaics, which will require 161 million ounces, or 14% of global silver demand last year. On average, 685,000 ounces of silver will be required to generate 1 gigawatt of solar power capacity through PV. The increasing deployment of large-scale solar energy installations is significantly increasing the demand for silver, a trend that will continue as countries strive to meet their renewable energy commitments. In nuclear energy, silver is a common component of nuclear reactors and is used in control rod clusters, which control the rate of nuclear fission in the reactor core. Control rods, which consist of an alloy of 80% silver, 15% indium and 5% cadmium, are the preferred control rod compositions for pressurized water reactors, the most common type of commercial nuclear reactors. In 2017, the pressurized water reactors accounted for 64% of reactors in operation and 84% of reactors under construction, according to the CRU. With Canada joining dozens of other countries at COP28 in pledging to triple nuclear energy capacity by 2050, demand for silver for nuclear applications is likely to increase as these commitments are met. A recent study by S&P estimates silver demand at 56,000 ounces per additional gigawatt of nuclear power. With a current global capacity of 413 gigawatts, this additional 826 gigawatts equates to an additional demand of more than 23 million ounces of silver. Then there are the electric vehicles. In battery-powered electric vehicles, silver plays a crucial role in the electric connectors of the battery management system, motor controls and power electronics. In plug-in hybrid vehicles, silver is not only used in these components, but also in powertrain elements such as connectors, relays, and switches to ensure a seamless transition between electric and combustion drive. Fuel cell electric vehicles and hybrid electric vehicles also use silver for the electric and battery components, although usage can vary depending on the design. As fleets increasingly transition to electrification, global demand for silver in the automotive industry is expected to increase. With Canada mandating that all new vehicles sold must be zero emission by 2035, an increase of 20% in 2026, Demand for silver for this use will also be noticeable domestically. The average demand for silver in EVs is 25 to 50 grams for battery electric vehicles, 20 to 40 grams for plug-in hybrids, 18 to 34 grams for hybrid electric vehicles, and 25 to 40 grams of silver per vehicle for fuel cell electric vehicles, depending on the EV type, according to Metals Focus and the Silver Institute. The silver supply is at risk, ladies and gentlemen. After much discussion and research, incorrect assumptions are being made about the above-ground availability of silver on the market. Researchers from around the world are sounding the alarm that silver is a potential bottleneck in the transition to a low-carbon economy due to supply shortages, supply chain disruptions, and competition with other uses, and rising demand as supply falls. The scientific community agrees that silver deserves attention as a critical mineral. Unfortunately, silver's reputation as a readily available low-cost precious metal has led to misunderstandings that have so far prevented policy from aligning with this scientific consensus. We are already witnessing a shortage of silver supply. In 2022, there was a deficit of 237.7 million ounces of silver, which is probably the largest deficit ever. Remarkably, the combined deficits of 2021 and 2022 more than offset the cumulative surpluses of the previous 11 years. A deficit of 142 million ounces has been forecast for last year, highlighting the ongoing discrepancy between mine production and silver demand. Silver is not becoming scarce, but is already in short supply. It is only a matter of time before the price picks up speed in a similar way to uranium. After all, you don't build cars or solar panels with paper silver, ladies and gentlemen. The formation from September 2022 until end of 2023 showed already 2 weak buy signals. If silver breaks out at $32, then we will see the next upwards wave with a first target of $50. The side formation from 2014 to 2020 gives a price target of $96. If we add 2012 and 2013, we get a price target of $114 for silver. Time to have a look onto it. If you want to bet on silver, you should definitely take a look at producers such as MAG Silver and Endeavour Silver. But both stocks are trading at multi-year lows and would immediately benefit massively from a price increase. But you should also own silver developers that will go into production in the next 3 to 4 years, such as VZLA.V Silver and Discovery Silver. These companies naturally have great leverage on the silver price and could also be considered takeover candidates. We believe that Endeavour Silver has reached its low and have set an initial price target of $6 Canadian. The same applies to MAG Silver, totally bombed out, and an initial price target of $16 Canadian, and then $19 to $22 Canadian should be possible. Don't forget, MAG Silver is debt-free. Discovery Silver has been punished too in the developer space and invites you to buy. The share has touched down almost exactly at the low we calculated, and we see an initial target price of $1.5 Canadian and then $2.5 Canadian. Last but not least, VZLA.V Silver. The company is fundamentally very well positioned, and we see an initial price target of $3.25 Canadian and then a price target of $5 to $5.5 Canadian from the old formation from 2021. Silver is the next uranium that nobody has on the radar. Time to add good stocks to your portfolio at sell-off prices. You can also find all information on our Commodity TV app in German and English, as well as everything to do with commodities. We look forward to your like, and more importantly, please subscribe to our TV channel. Please note the disclaimer. The shares discussed are part of the SRC Mining Special Situation Certificate, and I'm a shareholder in all companies. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.